Hello, my creative sketcher. I am very glad to see you here on my third episode of the show where we are exploring urban sketching without any traveling, without going outside. We are drawing our sketches from the Google Maps in the Street View mode. So in this project, what have we done before? We have chosen the destination we would like to travel, or maybe some of our favorite cities, or the city of our childhood, something very something very beloved by us. And in my case, I have chosen Bangkok, and in this project I'm exploring this city, in spite of the fact that I'm on the even different continent, but still I'm able to do it, and I hope that you also manage to do it with me. In our previous episodes we started this project, and I would like to remind you a little bit what have we done. This was my first sketch from Google Maps, and I have chosen this one because the topic of the first sketch was wires. So we can see here a lot of wires, which are so visible and memorable if you go to travel to the Thailand. All topics to this challenge I choose from the list. I will put a description. I will put the link into the description, so you can easily find all 30 topics which were already covered, which were already covered in my previous big project, 30 videos, urban sketching byte by byte. So for this challenge we will choose only 4 of them, and this was the first one, wires. And my concept is not only to draw 4 sketches of one of my favorite cities, Bangkok, but also inhabit these sketches. So the first, let's say, part was divided in 2 videos. I will put the links into description so you can find them and easily understand what I'm talking about. And the first video was devoted to drawing the location. It was some random but very typical location of Thailand with wires. And the second video was devoted to adding a character into that sketch. I refined it a little bit, that background. As you can see now, it is darker, and so we can observe our character much better. It doesn't argue with the background, and we will cover all these peculiarities in future, but not on the same time. Just I would like to tell you that all these parts of illustrations we are exploring part by part, not in the same time. So today's our third video of this big project, and we are going to draw the favorite, I suppose it is absolutely favorite topic for urban sketchers. We are going to draw street cafe. I try to search interesting solutions in Google Maps in Bangkok for some street cafes, and I found some options to draw. I would like to show you some of them. For example, I like this one, it is a screenshot, so I cannot rotate it, but I suppose that you understand the idea. By the way, all explanations how to use this street view mode, I already explained in details in my first video, so you can find somewhere here the link to it. So I'm not going to repeat it once more. Just if you missed it, you can find all explanations there. Here was my first sort of choice of street cafe. I like it very much, but I found here one problem, that here it is written Barcelona Gaudi, and it is stylized for some Gaudi architecture. You can see here these organic shapes, and I like it, to be honest, but because I am drawing Thailand, I don't want to confuse my viewers, my audience, and I'm not going to draw Barcelona, in spite of the fact that this location is situated in Bangkok. And because of this confusing moment, I have not chosen this one. After that, I found this one. I also, it is dark a little bit, but I hope that you understand the idea that here we can, even location here, we can see here some, it is not street cafe, no, it is not completely street cafe, I suppose, because it is inside some building, but we don't have this front wall, so we can easily observe everything here. And I like it also, I like it very much, but the fact that it is inside the building and I don't have any parts of locations from the sides, I also decided not to choose this one. So our winner is number 3. Here it is. I just show you all these parts of my process to explain you that sometimes it is not that easy to find the location you like and you need from the first glance. Sometimes you need to observe, to wander on these virtual streets to find something what you like and what is you know, what looks appealing and what can help you reveal your not suggestion or the decision, no, your idea, let's say. So this is my final choice, and from my point of view, it is super typical for Thailand. Of course, there in Bangkok you can find great, very luxurious restaurants, but the majority of places for dining, no, as for me, they looks like this. So you can easily, you can see here there's some plastic stools and no this tablecloths. It is very typical, and maybe because of this casuality, people like Thailand so much, because you no need to show off. You can be yourself. You can just relax and don't care about all these details. So I have chosen this picture, and now it is your time to your turn to choose your location on Google Maps, your favorite city, and try to find there some street cafe. No, or maybe it is just a cafe. If no, but try to do it. Maybe you will manage to find it. It will be much more interesting when we will observe our sketches, which are united the same topics for today's video. We will have different places, but the same topic. And I like this concept very much, to observe what have we chosen, what have we done, what attracted our attention. So, no time for lyrics. I'm going to spend around 20 minutes with timer to draw this scene as good or bad as I can, and I suggest you to do the same thing, just to grab your first attention of it. And I already told you in a lot of my previous videos how I suggest you to draw with colored blocks. If you missed it, I also will put the link somewhere here where I explain in details how to draw it, but no, briefly. I am going to, in a minute I will show you how I do it. And here it is just, I divide everything into color blocks. Here it is dark gray, here is some light gray or beige, here you can see white one, here it is green, here it is blue. And in 20 minutes just draw these colored blocks onto your canvas. And after that, if you have time, just refine your sketch, adding some details like this. No, not this, you are drawing not from this reference, but from your reference. Add something here, some lights on the leaves, some details here, some lines here, some, stools here, some wires here. And that's it. And it will be the perfect way to complete this task. So now it's time to start drawing. Let's dive into sketching. So here it is how my sketch looks after 20 minutes. And for this exercise, I suppose that it is enough. Maybe I will refine it a little bit, as I already told you before, what I can do in comparison with my reference. What can I do? I can, oh, I forgot to draw here this part of shadow. Maybe I will add it here. Maybe I will add a little bit of lights on, no, lighting parts of these leaves, and I would like to add some shadow near these stools to add some volume, and maybe I will adjust a little bit these two parts, because here we can see huge color blocks, and I would like to, to divide them a little bit to make them more individual. But it is what concerns me, but in your case maybe 20 minutes is completely enough to finish your sketch, and it is super if you go and draw this task today. You will, advance your vision of your favorite city, and you will never regret of spending time drawing interesting and appealing places. Today I will make a special post in my free Telegram channel where you can see my today's sketch, and as always, I invite you to show me there in comments your sketches for today's task, and add a couple of words about you, about the place, why have you chosen it, and what is appealing in it. And no, of course, I'm always interested in your sketching practice, and the text you're adding to your sketches, it is the same value for me, because I am interested in way of your thinking process. I work with it also, not only with your sketching material. So if you have some questions during your process, maybe some difficulties, maybe you would like to share with me how you overcome your difficulties, and maybe you have some strange and unusual feelings, maybe some interesting and provocative ideas came to your mind, you can also share with thinking process with me, and I always like to read it, and it could help me to understand your personality and your way of sketching better this way. So I'm waiting for your sketches into my free Telegram channel. And next time, in our fourth video to this project, we will inhabit this place with some characters. So you can see here on the stools we can find some places. Maybe here, no, why not? We are drawing some imaginary world, not in a realistic manner. So even in this pile of chairs, it's a good place to add some character. Maybe I will, in future, I will remove this pile and I draw some huge character here. And you can also observe your sketch and just think where you can add some character. So our next episode to this project I will film in a week on next Wednesday. So be prepared to it. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, for drawing your favorite city, for exploring some new things. And you know that every time when urban sketching is drawing some cafe on the streets, you know, something good is happening in the city, more good vibes, more some nice emotions exist around him, and I highly recommend you not to skip this episode to draw the cafe, the street cafe of your choice, and just have fun, enjoy the process, and even something goes a little bit wrong. Maybe you are not satisfied with your sketch that much. Just believe in yourself, continue your sketching exploration, and don't worry about these tiny concerns, because the main idea is that what counts is that you are again made an attempt to refine your skills, to refine your approach, to become stronger, to become more, inspired. So just do it. Just do it and continue your sketching journey. And I am going to finish this video for today. I will see you on my next video on this Friday in the place where we are continue our exploration of urban sketching, but we are doing that differently. We are exploring some city giant from different parts of you. So I'm waiting for you there. And I wish you an amazing day and a very inspiring sketching practice. Bye.